That, my friends, is a red-tailed hawk. And there's a family of these that live in a pine tree. It's a desert pine tree. In the back of my house here, you can see a hummingbird flying around them. You know, the funniest thing about these things is coyotes follow them. Because they'll eat on a branch like that, and they will drop sometimes their prey, and the coyotes will eat it. So they follow them around, and these hawks bark at the coyotes. It is the funniest thing. Is that not just an amazing bird? And there are 3 or 4 of them up in these trees, and they move around, and they catch birds like pigeons and slow-flying dove in flight. It is something to see. And they'll also come down and swoop down on small rabbits or like gophers or rats, stuff like that. But it's just a magnificent bird. And the coyotes are pretty cool too. They just run around here as they like. Again, I live in a retirement area here. So let's just check this guy out for a bit. We'll see if his family comes around. He'd usually, if he knows I'm here, he'd be barking at me. But he's not. He must have eaten and he's okay. Meaning he's full, he has nothing to worry about. But that's just really something, isn't it? He knows we're looking at him. He can see me plain as day, just as we can see him. They're bigger than a chicken, just a bit bigger than a chicken. They're pretty good sized. And they get plenty to eat here, and there's plenty to drink. The funny thing is, in this area, there are no pigeons. And you're looking at the reason why. No pigeons. They're too fat, they're too slow. And they are easy pickings for these guys. But isn't that a magnificent bird? I really don't know if one is male or female. Again, there are 3 or 4 of them. Oh yeah. And sometimes they'll come down and they will take a little shower in the sprinklers. I had tried to videotape one the other day, but I just wasn't able to. I couldn't catch it, but he was, there he goes, spreading his wings. He's just cooling off is all he's doing there when he does that. It's getting hot. Starting to get hot. We're starting to hit the hundreds now. We've had a very long, cool spring here in Arizona. It's been great. I don't ever remember a spring this long or this cool. You can be sure these guys love it too. They've got to just absolutely roast in 115 degrees. I don't know how any of these animals do it. And you see lots of dead birds around summer too here because the heat is just too much. It will consume you in no time. They say, yeah, a dry heat, right? Yeah, like a blowtorch or a convection oven. That's what it's like. You cannot sweat out moisture fast enough. It is sucked out of you before you even have a chance to sweat. That's how dry the heat is, and next thing you know, you are completely dehydrated. And you probably have a lack of salt in your system too, believe it or not. So, let's see what he's doing. He's preparing to do something. What are you doing up there, buddy? You bark at me? No barking. That's quite something, isn't it, guys? It's pretty horrendous watching them consume their prey. When they catch a bird in flight, or no matter what they catch, their talons are so powerful. They penetrate right through the bodies of their prey. So like a bird, their talons go right through them. The bird will squawk, and it's done. It's a pretty quick kill. And then they just rip it to shreds with that beak. That beak is so incredibly sharp that it can rip stuff apart, and they do, boy, in no time. And the talons are extremely powerful. Can't really see him here too well, but very powerful. And they're long-legged too. He's pruning himself. Sorry for the shaky picture. Having to point this Not straight up, but kinda. Yeah, he's relaxed. He's having a good time. Oh, I know. So let me give you a little view of the area here. So he's up in this big giant pine tree, and this is a big desert pine. And there he is, just perched on a low branch, watching stuff, checking it out. They all tend to hunt together as well. If one tries to hit one and it hits it but doesn't catch it, one behind it will. But I've never really seen them share food. So if you miss, tough luck for you. I'm sure they do. So again, they're just a bit bigger than a chicken. And they're 10 million times more powerful. This is definitely a raptor, a bird of prey, no question of that. Now there are peregrine falcons around too. There are all kinds of cool wildlife around here. Again, we're in the very far northwest part of Phoenix. He appears that he must have just eaten, because he's not really. He's pretty relaxed. Let me see if I can get a different angle. I am directly below him. He's looking at me and I'm looking at him. Oh, and there is his mate. There. Check it out. There's two of them. Hey guys. No wonder he was so relaxed. There's another. He's a little distressed, I think. Oh. There he goes. So I bothered him. Sorry, partner. I'll get out of your way. It's when they bark is when they're really irritated. He's way up there. I am directly above him. He could drop a bomb on me, if you know what I mean, right now, very easily. He's just wondering what I'm doing. But they're used to people. They see people all the time. And again, they bark at you. Weirdest thing. But it's quite a bird. Let's get a good look at him there. That tail. Oh, I hear the other one barking in a distant tree. Alright guys, well I'm about out of video and about out of battery. I hope you enjoyed this. This is Rock Hard Riffs, doing a little wildlife study today. Thanks again, we'll see you next video.